Actually here today at what is really the first ribbon cutting for this multiple phase project. We're looking at over 2 million square feet of mixed-use development. We have 130 units of artist live workspace coming online today. It was my privilege to actually pick the names out of at the lottery back a few months ago. As Abby mentioned, we had over 200 qualified artists for this building. So it just talks about the artistic community that we have here in the city of Lowell. And the cultural economy has really been driving Lowell for the past few years. I think the number now, if you talk to LZ Nunn from Cool and Case, I think it's over $4 million it generated annually. So as Lowell continues to evolve and reinvent itself, we clearly are on the right road looking at the cultural economy here in the community.
What this project represents is a vision that we have, so many of us here, shared. Those of us who have an opportunity to speak at the program today, but those of us who are together, gathered here. And that is this simple notion that if we work together, we can shape our own future. That we don't simply have to wait for economic, political, social circumstances to organize a better tomorrow for us. That when we turn to each other, rather than on each other, we can build better tomorrows here in Lowell and all across the Commonwealth. That's what this project is about.
For those of you that saw this building 18 months ago, you recognize the risk that this next speaker took when he signed on as construction lender for this development. To call what we started with a building was to speak very optimistically. It has been a long and tough journey, but we appreciate the leadership and the leadership of his team, who's represented here today by John McCormick and Dan Steering. Please join me in welcoming a longtime partner of Trinity and the construction and permanent lender for the project, Executive Director of MassHousing, Tom Gleason.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, the last time I was here at the groundbreaking for Appleton Mills, things looked a lot different, didn't they? A lot of you were here for that day. In November of 2009, it was cold, it was windy, it was cold. There was a lot of dirt and emptiness when you walked around the site, but there was also something else that you could feel. It felt a lot like hope, the hope for what this would become. And it's hard not to see the amazing contrast between that day and this. It's summer, it's warm, it is always hot at a Trinity groundbreaking, Jim. I've never had one that wasn't. But there's a rebirth here.
Greetings to the governor and honored guests. Little did I know when I began my first steps where they would lead me. I stand here today as one of the new pioneers who live and work at Appleton Mills as an artist. It is very exciting for those of us that have moved in to meet and exchange names and apartment numbers. Many of the comments reflect on the beauty of the old mill and interior spaces and how happy we all are to be here.